Next, we're going to look at a technique called pull-offs. Covered hammer-ons. This is basically a reverse technique of that style. Hear it loads in different pieces of music. Really cool thing to have in your locker. To mix it up, we're going to start on a different string. So we're going to start with the D this time. So if you could put your first finger on the first fret of the D, and then your second finger on the second fret of the D, and we are going to play that D string, and after we've played it, we pull our second finger across the string. Hence why it's called a pull-off. When we do that, we want to make sure our first finger stays where it is. We don't want to be bending that first finger down as well, because then we're really affecting the note and the technique that we're trying to build. So first finger stays where it is, second finger on the second fret, pluck it once, and pull across. Once you've done that second to first, put your third finger down and we go third to second. We play the D string again, but this time we're keeping our first and second finger down, and our third finger is pulling off. Just so you can see there, I'm on the tips of my fingers and I play that string and I pull the finger across the string. Once you've got those three down, we start with our little finger on the fourth fret and we pull that off to the third. Notice we're only plucking the string once, and then our left hand, our fretting hand, whether that's your left or right, that's the rest of the technique. Once you've done them individually, let's go from our fourth finger to our first. So one hit again on the D string, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 notes taking place. See how you're really working on the strength of each finger here as well. Once you've done them in that first position of the first 4 frets, move up to the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, but start with your little finger and pull all the way back to the 5th fret. Then another 4, and then another 4, and then the last 4. Love that. And reverse. And like we spoke about before, try these on different strings. If you do it on the lowest string, the thick E string, you'll get more resistance. It's harder to pull across, but give it a go, because as always, it will improve and build that technique. Start with just the second and first, third and second, fourth and third, and then all of them. To keep building this so we're affecting and improving our overall ability, start to combine these elements that we've just learned. The initial stretching exercise with the hammer-ons and with the pull-offs across each string. You could hammer the frets all the way up, and then when you work back down, you can do the pull-off. So let's try that on the A string. And then pull-offs on the way down. With that working down, remember like when we did the initial stretching exercise, as soon as you've played that last note of that block of 4, we need that little finger ready to jump onto the next block of 4. Then maybe try and jump across different strings, starting on that A with a hammer on, D. You could maybe pick the first 4 on the way back, and then pull off, and then pick, and then pull off, and alternate that technique. And then work your way back up. It's so important to add variety to these techniques. Don't be too rigid with them. When you see these sort of things on paper, they can be quite formal. We want to be creative with them. I feel like I'm just opening the door for you with these techniques. I'm showing you some exercises that are going to be really beneficial to your guitar playing. So take this initial advice and then approach it in your own unique way. See how far you can take it, see how much variety you can add, and see how much it's really going to positively affect your guitar playing. Because you will approach this in your own style. Everyone has their own style, and it's really important to recognize recognise and appreciate your own unique creative voice. So be aware of that, learn more about it, discover it as often as you can, and look to expand on it and see what you can create as a result.